of sports. New Japan Pro Wrestling.
This guy told me to get ready.
Damn, Kratos, you could have sprayed something to make this place smell a little bit better, dog. Hey, quit playing, spray something, dog.
Quit playing. We're not playing around tonight. Team Filthy's done playing. Strong Style Evolved. It's our night.
Yeah,
our time.
It's our night. But speaking of tonight, you had a qualifying match. You qualified.
Of course.
Kratos, you my dog, but you blew that. And you got yours tonight, right? So how come everybody else had a qualifying match, but I didn't?
You talk too much.
Exactly. Practice wasn't at Davy's place. It was at the dojo. Come on. Come on.
Right.
Anyways, Dirty Dang is going to take care of business tonight. I mean, it's not like that match against Narita, but, you know, maybe tonight, Dirty Dang is going to take out Canelo.
He said you couldn't beat the young lion boy.
Whoa. You got a problem? You got a problem with me and the way I take care of business?
No, I'm sure tonight you're going to handle it.
Yeah. Tonight you're gonna handle it. He's playing.
You got it, man.
He's gonna handle it. See, Filthy, baby. You know you're gonna handle it.
We got it.
We got ours.
Keep talking mess, too.
I'm not talking. Listen, man.
Always talking.
Stop it.
Always talking, man.
It's the Strong Style Evolved Tour here on New Japan Strong. Hi, everybody. I'm Kevin Kelly. I got Alex Kozlov here with me, and we thank you very much for joining us. The two final qualifiers to this year's New Japan Cup USA 2021 tournament will happen, and the tournament begins next week. But we can't get too far ahead of ourselves. We will see Clark Connors versus TJP in our opening match.
Man, what an exciting match. Clark Connors has an opportunity of a lifetime. Can you imagine what a win over TJP would do for his career?
Again, it would be exactly what he needs to make that leap beyond the dojo. And then how about this? Chris Dickinson from Team Filthy will look to be the second member of that faction to enter the tournament. To do so, he's going to have to get through All Heart, Blake Christian.
Yes, Blake Christian has an amazing ability, you know, with his high-risk maneuvers. He's so good at what he does. But Chris Dickinson is a ground technician. He's got knockout power. Very dangerous. So interesting to see what's going to happen.
Interesting indeed. Plus a tag team main event as David Finlay teams up with Carl Fredericks against Filthy Tom Lawler and Danny Limelight. That guy winds me up.
I'm all about Team Filthy. I would like to be part of Team Filthy. It just speaks to me.
You want to be in Team Filthy?
Man, they're just so good.
Oh, well, we'll see what happens in our tag team main event. But New Japan Cup USA Tournament qualifying matches start now. Let's head to the ring.
2020 for the inaugural New Japan Cup in the USA. The winner earned a contract to challenge for the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship. The New Japan Cup in the USA returns once again in 2021. Only 8 men can compete in this prestigious tournament. Who will qualify to enter? This is Strong Style Evolved.
The following contest is your opening match, and it is a qualifying match in the New Japan Cup USA Tournament and has no time limit.
We're off to the races with the final qualifying matches of the New Japan Cup USA Tournament. It certainly is looking like it's going to be a stacked field. And will the LA Dojo have an
Introducing
entrant?
first in the red corner, representing the New Japan Pro Wrestling LA Dojo, standing 5 foot 7 inches tall, weighing at 185 pounds, Clark Connors.
Win or lose in this one, Alex, I know you're super impressed with Clark Connors.
Well, he's been so impressive this whole time, absolutely. He has a good opportunity in front of him, but TJP, so experienced, so technical, and also no stranger to the LA Dojo system. He was the original member of the LA Dojo in Santa Monica.
Well, TJP is certainly looking to continue his success. I know that defeat to Ray Orris several weeks ago, fresh in his memory, but TJP does a great job of kind of compartmentalizing, as they say. Take the negative experiences and put them to the side. Let's focus on the now, and the now is Clark
his
Connors.
opponent in the blue corner, standing 5 foot 10 inches tall, weighing at 174 pounds, the Phil M. Flash TJP.
And you look at what this incarnation of the LA Dojo is representing there with Clark Connors and what Katsuyori Shibata. It's like Shibata is like a wild animal trainer, if you think about it, right? Like he had the Alpha Wolf, and he trains young lions. And oh, look at this, like a wild rhinoceros, wild rhino, Clark Connors.
Spear out of nowhere to begin the match.
Shot out of a cannon.
Holy cow. Oh my God, and TJP kicking out just out of instinct. I don't know if he's been able to even recuperate from that, my God.
Well, Katsuyori Shibata can now add wild rhino trainer to his
what a way
resume.
to start.
Holy mackerel.
That really caught TJP out by surprise. I don't think TJP expected that at all.
Nope. But that might be the best strategy. Take the veteran off his game.
Absolutely.
Do the unexpected.
Wow, and a hard chop in the corner on TJP and another hip toss. Wow.
Cover. Of course, Clark Connors has made headlines with that Boston Crab that when you lock it in, when he locks it in, Alex, it's different.
Over.
It's different than everyone else's, even though it's the same move.
He has perfected that move. It is so excruciating to be in the Boston Crab when it's applied by Clark Connors that you have no choice but to surrender.
And now TJP going for the octopus hold, but the butcher's grip from Clark Connors. So TJP takes what Clark gives him, and that's the shoulders down for just a 1 count, almost 2. Connors expecting TJP to be on the floor, but it's Clark who winds up on the outside.
And a crossbody taking Clark Connors out.
1.
Wow. And the dive over the top.
2.
Crashing down on top
3.
of Clark Connors.
4.
A fast start for Clark, but
5.
now TJP
6.
can begin to go to work.
7. 8. 9.
This is good. This allows TJP to recuperate from the damages he sustained earlier. And look at the way that he landed on that senton.
TJP also wanted better results for him in the Super J Cup. And an opportunity to qualify here for the New Japan Cup USA tournament.
Says no.
Indian Deathlock now from TJP. So well schooled in so many different disciplines of pro wrestling. I find myself saying that a lot, but TJP really is emblematic of that.
He has so many, he is so skilled. He's so versatile. He's a true student of the game. And for him as well, you know, he hasn't had the opportunity to hold a major title here in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And a win over Clark Connors, to have the opportunity to be in the New Japan Cup USA, he could be he could be closer to that goal. I know that he wants it.
The needy T, of course. Clark and TJP were tag team partners. Cover 2 in the Super Junior Tag League back in 2019. And Clark said he really benefited from TJP's experience. TJP appreciated Clark's hard work, his efforts, and said this kid is going to the moon. That's how good he is.
He called it very well. He called it right. Look at the success that Clark Connors has had.
Look, do you want to continue?
And you mentioned the journey of TJP, which, wait a minute now, Connors.
And look at how quickly TJP was able to reverse what was to be an arm bar, able to grab the leg of Clark Connors and intertwine it between his and apply pressure.
Yeah, get that grapevine lock back in again.
Clark Connors able to roll him for a cover, but TJP holding on to that leg.
Staying busy on the leg,
Oh,
but
and another roll up.
Clark catches him, roll up, and a kick out of 2.
And TJP needs to be careful.
Oh, another charge from the Wild Rhino, and now he's going
Spinning
to...
DDT. Oh, but Clark Connors holds on. Drop toe hold. Oh, lured him in.
Oh, man.
And a drop kick straight to the face.
Cover 2 and a kick out.
And that's the experience of TJP showing right there.
When you look back at older footage of TJP from a decade ago or so, he didn't have the tattoos that he has now. And I know that those tattoos tell the story of his life's journey throughout professional wrestling.
I remember when I first met him at
Dragon Screw.
at the New Japan Dojo in Santa Monica. I found him to be kind of a prick, overconfident, because he was so good. And over the years, he's, you know, the battles that he's had in his career, he's matured. And yes, the
5
tattoos
minutes
tell
has
a
elapsed.
story.
5
He's
minutes.
a completely different person.
Looks like TJP is bleeding from either the nose or the mouth, perhaps, as he keeps Clark at bay. And the pass through, the change of direction, but Clark catches him for the power slam.
Well, this buys Clark Connors a little bit of time to recover from the damage he took to that knee. But you can see he's still limping on that leg.
I got to imagine that Clark Connors' time as a young lion could be drawing to a close. He is so good, and I have a feeling that if he gets a win here and he can make some noise in that New Japan Cup USA tournament, I think he's going to be off to the races.
Oh, yeah, he's literally right on the brink of all of that.
Here he comes.
Oh, and a pound.
Yes, sir.
Goes for the cover.
Right in the center of the ring, too, and a kick out.
Get dressed up, TJ.
Well, a hard-charging Clark Connors. Oh!
TJP catches him with that drop kick to the knee.
And
Great
now,
awareness.
going to the top. Here we go.
High risk maneuver. Will he be able to connect?
Oh,
no, with high risk comes great. Well, the risk.
Yes. But TJP catches him after missing the Finlay flash. Now, he's got the knee bar locked in.
And that submission is tight. Will Clark Connors be able to reach for that rope?
Clark's
And he's
knee
able
was
to.
being hyperextended by TJP. And he is in agony right now. Clark Connors is in tremendous pain.
Oh my God. What a left. Oh, and a double chop to the chest of TJP.
Backslide, backslide. No, immediate transition.
Clark Connors pushes him off. Whoa, and slams him. With a modified he's going for the Boston Crab.
And he's
And he
got
locks
it.
it in.
He's got it.
Will TJP be able to get to the rope? He has
Wow.
only a second. He's already lasted longer than most opponents.
Uh-oh.
And this is gonna be it. Clark Connors just pulled him closer to the middle. Will TJP be able to survive this? No man has been able to survive this. And he pulls him back to the middle of the rope, but TJP is able to.
wow.
Oh my God. Wow. My God, my nervous system is shut up. I thought it was over, but TJP was just, my God, showing so much heart.
TJP the first to withstand the Boston Crab of Clark Connors. TJP trying to get as low to the mat as he can. Now grapevine the inside leg.
Is he able to?
Detonation kick. Couldn't execute.
Watch out, TJP.
Second rope.
Oh, wow, look at that. He's able to lock that in. The clutch.
And
he's so close to the
couldn't
rope.
get there,
TJP
couldn't get
pulls
there.
into the middle. And now Clark Connors is in the same predicament as TJP was just seconds ago.
Uh-oh.
Will Clark Connors, he's moments away from tapping. He's only a foot away from the ring. Oh.
Wait a minute,
He's
sitting back
rolling him
down
up.
two.
Oh
Got
my God,
it!
he's able to. No, the match is over. TJP didn't even realize he got rolled up for 3 seconds.
Here is
My
your
God.
winner, advancing to the New Japan Cup USA,
Oh my God.
Clark Connors.
Well, TJP disputing the 3 count, but the referee's decision is final. TJP is disappointed and upset, but Clark Connors, what a monumental win this is for him.
Huge win. You were just talking about if he can get past TJP, if we can even look at him in the same light. I mean, this is not a young line athlete.
No, absolutely not.
My God.
And the curator of all things wild beast, Katsuyori Shibata, has to be proud because Clark Connors has just beaten TJP to advance to the New Japan Cup USA tournament. TJP's grief is not with Clark at all. He's disappointed in the referee, disappointed in himself for being in that situation.
Advancing to the New Japan Cup USA, Clark Connors.
Wow.
Well, Clark Connors has an opportunity of a lifetime as he qualifies to be in the New Japan Cup USA.
Well, I'm telling you what, folks, if you're a new viewer to New Japan Strong and you're just hopping on board for this New Japan Cup USA tournament, you picked the right time because you're seeing the face of the future. One of the faces of the future of this company, Clark Connors, who gets an important win, a monumentally important win over TJP to qualify for the tournament. Great job, Clark.
Your second contest is a qualifying match in the New Japan Cup USA and has no time limit.
Kevin, you know what's just been so impressive is that we've been seeing what feels like already a very strenuous tournament.
Yes.
But all we've been seeing is just the qualifying matches. Can you imagine what New Japan Cup USA is going to be like?
Right, exactly. Fight like hell to play your way in. If that's any indicator, this tournament is going to be amazing. Oh, and Dirty Daddy, Chris Dickinson getting the needle from the boys there in Team Filthy.
First in the blue
Well, I
corner,
mean, God,
standing
I mean,
5 foot 10
Chris
inches tall,
Dickinson had an
weighing
impressive debut here in New Japan
242
Strong.
The Dirty
And
Daddy,
who would have ever imagined
Dickinson.
that when he faced Ren Narita that he would lose that match? I mean, that was the biggest upset.
Well, listen, any wrestler can be beaten on any given day, and Chris Dickinson found that out. We know that this is his dream to compete here in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's a student of the game inside and out, and now he has the chance to make things right.
He can make things right. I know that they're making, Team Filthy is kind of making a joke out of it, because it is funny. Because he was the biggest, he was the biggest favorite to win that match, and these things happen. These things happen.
Blake Christian could be a factor in this tournament, no doubt about it.
5 foot 11 inches
Yes,
tall,
absolutely.
weighing at 174 pounds, all heart.
Talk about being on a lot of people's radar within the wrestling industry.
Well, I mean, like for people like Blake Christian, to have a platform like to be on New Japan Strong every
Your
week.
referee for this contest,
It's a
Justin
springboard
Borden.
for these young men's careers.
Yeah,
It's-
absolutely. And again, there will be, no matter what the future holds for Blake Christian or anybody that competes, and Chris Dickinson immediately going after Blake here to start.
I will tell you one thing here. I would say that Blake Christian has some, he has an advantage. The advantage that he has in this match is that Chris Dickinson is the one that has to win this match.
True.
He has to win this match. He already lost to Ren Narita. Okay, maybe that was just a fluke. So he has a lot to prove.
Uh-oh, gets caught, rolled up. And the leapfrog, Chris Dickinson almost matching Blake Christian move for move here to start. But Chris Dickinson finding out Blake Christian has no equal.
Look at the way that Blake Christian can move. He's so mobile, such a great high flyer. But Chris Dickinson catches Blake Christian mid-air with a dropkick. Wow.
We have seen how great a wrestler Chris Dickinson is, but for the first time getting to see his aerial ability.
That was impressive. I don't think I've seen him throw a dropkick like that before.
And pulling him in for a tight figure 4 leg lock. This will certainly slow down the leaping ability of Blake Christian.
Oh, absolutely.
If it doesn't submit him.
The pressure of Blake Christian's left leg against his own shin on the right, that is an unbearable amount of pain.
We have seen how much pain Blake Christian can absorb. Made it to the finals of the Super J Cup tournament. Had suffered a broken nose in the first round.
That is true. He's got a lot of mental fortitude. I mean, heart is not something he's lacked. That's for sure. But he is in a ring with a lethal opponent.
And deciding, instead of trying to wrestle his way out of the leg lock, grabbing the bottom rope, try to get back vertical. He does.
Oh! And Chris Dickinson is known for some of the hardest chops I've ever seen in the business.
Yeah, he doesn't get cheated, that's for sure.
Oh, and he just tosses him face first in that buckle in the corner.
And this is where Chris Dickinson
does
his best work.
Wow, look at the pressure on that. My God, he's going to break that leg. Holy.
So Chris Dickinson, of course, part of Team Filthy. I think Tom Lawler just trying to motivate Dickinson properly, give him a little bit of the business, remind him of the upset defeat to Ren Narita.
I think it'll work. I think it'll work. Chris Dickinson needs to be angry. I would be angry if I was him. And I would take it out on Blake Christian.
Inviting Christian to fire forearms at will, and Dickinson's power shining through.
You can't trade shots with Chris Dickinson. If you're facing Chris Dickinson, put your hands up, like Chris Dickinson says. You gotta put your hands up. But Blake, much tougher than he is smart, fighting back.
And now Dickinson sending Christian in the ropes. Clothesline, no.
Flips over.
Backslide, shoulders down. Look at that wide base.
Oh my God, what a spinning heel kick.
The damage done to Christian's leg, affecting it perhaps. Pulling him down face first. So Chris Dickinson on the mat, and Blake Christian hooking the near leg and gets a 2 count. Again, the winner of this match qualifies for the New Japan Cup USA tournament. This is the final qualifying match. The field will be set after this matchup. Wow, Dickinson caught him with the elbow, but Christian springboard missile drop kick.
And Dickinson is in the outside. Blake Christian is ready to fly, and he eliminates Chris Dickinson with that senton over the top rope. He put himself at harm's way. I mean, that must not be good for an already injured leg.
4, 5, 6.
The lifespan of a high flyer like Blake Christian is not as long as for guys that are ground technicians.
And when you look at like a Will Ospreay who's modified his style over the last couple of years. Oh,
Goes for a 450 splash, but Dickinson puts his knees up and he's looking to take his hat off. Will he? And he misses. Oh my God. What a knee.
Really drove that knee home. Is it enough for victory?
Wow. Well, I didn't see that coming. I thought that Dickinson was going to take Blake Christian's head off.
Looking to see if Dickinson is still all together after that knee. Comes charging in.
And a hurricanrana.
And now the handspring blast of a kick puts Dirty Daddy down. Dickinson is in trouble here. That knee rocked him, and he hasn't been the same since. Now rolled up too.
Dickinson holds on to the waist of Blake Christian. And it picks him up for, will he be able to lift him? Oh, and Blake Christian is able to turn it over into a sunset. My God, that was so close.
Wow.
Look at the strength on Dickinson and power bombs his head against
Power
the net.
bomb two, but he kicked out. Blake Christian kicked out. I can't believe
He's
it.
got so much heart, does Blake Christian. Whoa! Blake Christian with a front face lock. The guillotine. He's got the leg scissors over the body, further constricting the airflow for Chris Dickinson. My God.
You can see the veins popping out Chris Dickinson's head as Blake Christian is squeezing the vise around his neck.
Chris Dickinson so strong, able to lift Blake Christian and drive him into that corner. And goes for the leg lock. Blake Christian gets to the rope.
Dickinson hanging on for as long as he can, trying to get as much out of that hold as possible.
Oh, and a hard kick to that injured leg.
This is what you want.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Oh,
No.
Blake Christian able to flip on his feet.
Dragon screw leg
my
whip.
God, that was a vicious dragon screw, my God. And Dickinson is ready to finish Blake Christian off. But man, Blake Christian not giving up at all. Continuing to fight out, fight back, able to trip Dickinson.
Dickinson, those reckless charges haven't paid off in this match. Look,
Whoa.
springboard Chirinoy, no.
Goes
Wait.
behind.
Oh,
My God, half Nelson German, my God.
I don't know if Blake Christian will have an answer. Wait a minute.
Blake Christian continues, despite all the damage that he's taken, to fight back. It's incredible.
Oh, wait a minute.
Look at that. Wow, that's an interesting maneuver, pulling on that leg.
And a pile driver.
Oh my God. That is it.
Yep,
That's
say
it.
goodnight. Chris
Wow.
Dickinson advances.
Wow.
Time, 8
What a
minutes
pile
and
driver.
53 seconds. Here is your winner, advancing to the New Japan Cup USA, Chris Dickinson.
All right, so the field of 8 is set. Alex Kozlov, tell everybody who's going to win the New Japan Cup USA
Once
tournament.
again, your
Go!
winner,
Okay, so
advancing to the
let's
New
say who we
Japan
got.
Cup
We got Chris
USA,
Dickinson.
Chris
We got
Dickinson.
Hikuleo. We got Fred Rosser. We got Leo Rush,
We got Clark Connors.
Clark Connors, and
Brody
Brandon
King.
Rita, and Brody King.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
You can spend hours, days putting your thoughts together, and I still
This
don't
is
know.
so tough.
I love these tournaments. That's where everybody's going to have so much fun trying to pick the winner of the New Japan Cup USA tournament. But the field of 8 is set. Chris Dickinson is in, and let the games begin as we try to see who comes out on top.
Rest up, because the tournament begins.
We will now take a short break to clean and disinfect the ring.
What'd you up to?
Oh, I'm checking out new merch on Token Shop Global.
Oh yeah, they put out new products like every month. I just got a t-shirt.
I got a beautiful towel.
I just got boxers.
Oh yeah?
I'm wearing them right now. I just ordered a mask.
Good, the sooner the better, because I don't want to see your ugly face.
I love Token Shop Global.
I as well.
The stars of today and the legends of the past come together on your smartphone. NJPW Collection. Pick up cards from special draft events. Use your collected cards to form your own faction or exchange them for limited edition special cards. Check in live from venues or remotely from home to get special tickets and items. Add all of New Japan Pro Wrestling to your collection now. NJPW Collection.
The following contest is tonight's main event and is a special tag team match with a 30-minute time limit.
This is going to be a fun one. Team Filthy certainly taking on main roster New Japan stars. We'll see how they fare. I think they're going to fare quite well.
Well, this is going to be very interesting to see how Team Filthy does against guys that are on the main roster of New Japan Pro Wrestling. A real test.
And obviously, Tom Lawler and Danny Limelight with Big J.R. Kratos in the corner. They will already have a numbers advantage.
Introducing team number 1 in the blue corner. First, standing 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighing at 174 pounds, the radioactive Poppy, Danny Limelight.
Hanging out in Jayville with
Team
TK.
partner, standing 6 foot tall, weighing at 205 pounds, Filthy Tom
You swing the club.
Lawler.
Do you guys have clubs in Russia like that?
We use hatchets.
Well, I mean, again, it's fun. It can be very
We
dangerous,
like
though.
to chop wood.
Old school. Well, the Alpha Wolf Carl Fredericks will team with David Finlay. Now, Finlay, of course, his normal partner, Juice Robinson. But this is a chance, I think, now, David Finlay, part of the Huntai faction, right? The good guys. That's where the dads are. Tanahashi, Ibushi. I don't know if I see Carl Fredericks fitting in with the Huntai faction. He seems to have an edge about him.
He does have an edge about him.
But he makes it work. That's part of his personality. I don't know if he'd be the same fighter.
Introducing their opponents in the red corner.
Maybe he'd fit in with
representing
Chaos.
the New Japan Pro Wrestling LA Dojo, standing 6
You know
foot
what?
inches tall.
You know what I'll do?
220 pounds. The Alpha
He needs a word
Wolf,
put in for him with the
Carl
Chaos faction.
Fredericks.
He needs a word put in. You know what I'll do? Oh, I got a great idea. Why don't you get me Rocky? And I'll have Rocky mention his name.
Rocky, look, Rocky, right now, let's leave him alone. He's been having a
Yeah,
tough time.
okay. All right. I just wanted to give you the business there a little bit.
No, I appreciate it. I just want to give Rocky.
Because you're the only guy who's in both Bullet Club and Chaos. Maybe
Well-
Suzuki-gun, I don't know.
Well, I've never been an official member of the Bullet Club. I like what they're doing.
You got a tracksuit.
I do.
2019, FinJuice won World Tag League. 2020, made it to the finals once again. Well, David Finlay, of course, a fast start to 2021. He and Juice seeing competition in Impact Wrestling as well. All part of this crazy world that we're living in now in pro wrestling.
Oh, it's an
Tag
exciting
team partner,
time to be a
standing
wrestling
6 foot
fan.
tall, weighing at 209 pounds, David Finlay.
Finlay looks like the type of fella that you could enjoy a beerski with.
Oh, he's had a few happy beers. I've even enjoyed a happy beer or two with Thin Juice. Just one or two. I know my
referee for
limit.
this contest, Jeremy Marcus.
Oh, Jeremy
Lightweights.
Marcus in the referee spot in the main event. I wonder how that happened. All right, so it's Team Filthy, Danny Limelight, Tom Lawler, versus David Finlay and Carl Fredericks. New team of Finlay and Fredericks are going to have to be on their game here against Team Filthy. Isabel sounds, and our main event is underway. Tom Lawler, one of the 8 qualifiers for the New Japan Cup USA tournament. Chris Dickinson in as well.
Oh, look at that. It looked as if he was going to go for a low calf kick, but instead he decided to strut.
That was
What a
probably
showman.
the most awkward-looking strut I have ever seen.
I loved it. I want to see more of that.
All right, you're in Team Filthy now. Is that another faction to your resume?
I'm a member of...
Yes, I know. Fill in the blank. Double leg dive there.
No, I don't think you want to wrestle Tom.
Well, you know, Finlay has an amateur resume that's comparable to Tom Lawler's, but not the professional mixed martial arts style. Finlay was a champion in the state of Georgia and then decided to turn pro out of high school. His dad, Finlay, of course, said, I want you to take a year and think about it. So Finlay went on excursion, if you will, and went to South Africa. And who did he run into? We talked about this here on the show. PJ Black, whose dad was a promoter and got him into wrestling.
That's awesome.
When he was supposed to be taken a year away from wrestling to make the decision as to whether or not he wanted to be a wrestler. I think wrestling was in his blood and it was his destiny. And that's the reason why David Finlay is here. Lawler reversing the wrist lock, getting back to the corner. Limelight tags himself in. And we'll see if this showboat can back up his big words with some action. We know he is very, very tough.
Well, I've been loving the attitude of Daniel Limelight. It feels like he's so comfortable in this role. This is who he is. He's confident.
Whoa. High waistlock takedown there from Carl Fredericks.
But you have to be careful with Carl Fredericks because he is very scrappy.
The Alpha Wolf returning just a few weeks ago from injury. We saw him in tag team action teaming with Alex Coughlin. And I would say that Fredericks didn't miss a beat.
Daniel Limelight complaining that Carl Fredericks pulled his hair.
That seems to be Limelight's reputation, though, isn't it? A lot of complaining and a lot of talk. Is it distraction? Is it?
Come on, I mean, yeah, he's talk, but he's been able to back it up. I mean, he's been doing good.
Well, no doubt about it. He's on a lot of people's radars right now. And Jeremy Marcus calling for the break. Swing and a miss there from Limelight.
Oh, Carl Fredericks. Let Daniel Limelight know who he's in the ring with. Carl Fredericks isn't the nicest of guys.
No, he's not. Leapfrog, what an athlete. Limelight, equally athletic.
Oh, wow, look at that tackle. Holding on to that arm.
Fredericks, a 4-sport star in high school, went on to play quarterback in collegiate football in Kansas. Here's a cover, and it's no surprise that Carl Fredericks is the guy that wants the ball in his hand. He wanted to be the quarterback. He was born to be quarterback, and he wants the ball here in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I can also see him playing a little golf.
Just as a side light, you know. Oh, I've never picked up the clubs before, and then he stripes a 300-yarder right down the middle of the fairway.
I can see that as well.
One of those guys. Finlay will tag himself in. And obviously, Fredericks, of course, can lean on the tag team experience for David Finlay. As sending Limelight off the ropes, a double elbow. Finlay, the legal man, he'll cover. Limelight at one, kicking out. But now they have done the right thing. The path to victory certainly is to keep Tom Lawler on the outside, Alex, and focus on Danny Limelight.
That would be the smartest thing to do, to to isolate Daniel Limelight in their own corner.
No slight against Danny Limelight.
No, none at all. It's just they have the upper hand on him right now, and they should continue to punish him.
Looks like Limelight's bleeding either from the nose or the mouth. That seems to be a thing here tonight on New Japan Strong.
Well, this is strong style evolved. You
Cover.
won't find stiffer competition than here on New Japan Strong.
Fredericks coming out of the Young Lion shell and being allowed to,
5
at
minutes
the
is
blessing of
elapsed.
Katsuyori
5
Shibata,
minutes.
being able, oh, wait a minute. Lawler there with a cheap shot. Limelight trying to capitalize. And now Lawler just tripping Fredericks, dragging him out of the ring. And now Tom Lawler, oh man, that's a veteran move right there for Lawler. Finlay was doing the smart thing, staying home in case Fredericks needed a tag. There's Limelight with the double stomp, the referee with the cover.
Well, Team Filthy, works as a very cohesive unit, and I'm sure this was part of their plans if things were going to go sour. They lured Fredericks in and capitalized. And now the tides have turned, and Tom Lawler is in, and he's going to do what he does best. Punish. Oh, that only angered Carl Fredericks. And a face-off, and Fredericks is asking for more. Oh, and
wow.
hard chop in return by Fredericks. He is not intimidated by Tom Lawler.
No, and again, that's just it. He's so confident. There's never a time where Fredericks ever thinks he's out of his element. And that's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Because sometimes you leave yourself open for forearm answers from Tom Lawler.
Oh. And Tom Lawler picking him up for the suplex.
Wow. Almost over-rotated Fredericks onto his legs. Cover, 2.
Oh, and holding on to the arm and looking to apply the arm bar, but Fredericks holding on.
Going from the double wrist lock now, trying to make the arm go straight. The butcher's grip locked in by Carl Fredericks, and now a short arm scissors applied.
And smart move by Fredericks, rolling Tom Lawler, but Lawler lets go right away.
Yeah,
and kicks him.
the wrestler's instinct kicking in as soon as Lawler knew his shoulders were down on the mat, rolling through and then driving that boot home. Put Fredericks back into the blue corner and tag Danny Limelight in. Limelight going over corner to corner, knocking Finlay off. And we'll take advantage here with Finlay holding Carl Fredericks at bay.
Oh, hard kick to the back of Fredericks.
In 2020, Danny Limelight was thought to be a hopeful protege for Rocky Romero, but the true sides and personality of Danny Limelight came through when he betrayed Rocky and sided with Team Filthy.
I know it's a questionable move, but I think it paid off in dividends.
DDT puts Carl Fredericks down.
Ever since Daniel Limelight turned his back on Rocky Romero, joined Team Filthy, he's been on a roll.
Well, it was a facade where he was pretending to be the nice guy. This is really who Danny Limelight is.
You can tell. It's natural to him.
And now Team Filthy's anchor, Tom Lawler. And if you ever called Central Casting and said, I want a tough-nosed, scrappy fighter, they would send you Tom Lawler. He looks and is built for pro wrestling.
And he's a great strutter.
And he can
strut.
Oh, no, he's a terrible strutter.
Well, I mean, I think it's a matter of opinion.
No, Jackie Fargo rolled over in his grave when he saw that strut before.
That's an assumption.
And that's the second Jackie Fargo reference in consecutive weeks here on New Japan Strong, a new record. The knee strike catching on the side of the head. Wow. Look at that.
Beautiful teamwork by Team Filthy.
Here's a cover, 2, and a kick out.
Carl Fredericks and his team, they're in trouble.
Yeah, at some point, David Finlay, who's doing the the right move strategically, staying in the corner for an opportunity for a tag. You can tell as he's starting to pace, he's getting nervous. And he realizes,
Well, this is not looking good.
he realizes that this match is in great danger right now.
Tom Lawler has got a really tight leg lock right now.
And he's got such a killer instinct, too. Lawler doesn't miss.
Not at all. And now turning that into an ankle lock. And the amount of pain that Carl Fredericks is in. Looking at Finlay to make the tag, able to roll over.
Yeah,
Get
there's
Lawler
the tag.
off of him, and now
Wait
Finlay's
a minute.
in.
Limelight's in as well. No benefit of a tag. Finlay will take care of him first.
Wow, look at that European uppercut.
And now here comes Lawler closing in. Reversing.
Wow, beautiful drop kick.
David Finlay made the finals of last year's New Japan Cup USA tournament. Who will be in the finals this year? The field of 8 is set, and the tournament gets underway in 2 weeks.
And a European uppercut off the top. 1, 2. And Lawler barely able to lift his shoulders up to break that cover.
Uranagi backbreaker. Lawler stops him. Exploder. Turns David Finlay all the way around. Cover. 2. And a kick out. All right, so the calls from the corner to put him to sleep. We saw him take a very Katsuyori Shibata-like stance in Lawler's most recent victory. Uh-oh, wait a minute, going for the cutter.
Oh, and he catches him in the rear neck chokehold.
When he beat the DKC, a trainee of Katsuyori Shibata, he used the rear naked choke, followed by the PK to get the win. Here it comes. There's the Uranagi backbreaker.
He wasn't able to capitalize and go for the cover. And both men looking to tag out.
Yep. Tags to Limelight and to Fredericks.
And exchanging shots. Oh, and a hard chop. And a hard kick by Daniel Limelight, and a spinning back fist. And the showboating. He can't help himself. Wow. Too much showboating. Be careful. Now with Carl Fredericks. Whoa. That was impressive. The way that he ran him into that corner and drove that foot into the face of Daniel Limelight. Now beating him up
and now
in the corner.
The Katsuyori Shibata fingerprints on this.
Oh, wow. What a drop kick in that.
Rolling him away from the ropes, hooking the leg, 2, and a kick out. Limelight showing toughness there. Manifest Destiny, here we go. Oh, went for a Falcon Arrow. Limelight turns it mid-flight into a cutter. Rolls Fredericks' shoulders down, 2.
Oh my God, that was so close.
Finlay screaming for Fredericks to kick out, giving Fredericks every opportunity to do this on his own.
Fredericks ducks the high kick and
oh, spine buster. Roll him up, 2, and a kick out.
wow, back and forth exchange between Carl Fredericks and Daniel Limelight. and looking to apply the Manifest Destiny. But Daniel Limelight being aware enough, able to push him.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't think Fredericks is aware that Lawler tagged in.
He's the legal man now.
Yes, he is. There was a definite tag. Even Jeremy Marcus saw it.
Wow! Catches him with that kick. Tom Lawler is a little bit confused.
Yeah, he's out on his feet right now.
Wow.
An exploder from Lawler. Here's a cover, 2, and Finlay. First time in the match we've seen Finlay have to come in to break it up.
So many near falls in this match. But right now, Daniel Limelight and Tom Lawler are in the ring. Daniel Limelight has only 5 seconds. He's not a legal man. Oh my God, what a
And
super
now,
kick. Oh, that is it.
German suplex. Tom Lawler.
And goes for the cover.
Yep, you could count to. Whoa!
Oh my God. How is Carl Fredericks able to kick out of that?
Out of everything we've seen here on this episode of New Japan Strong, that by far is the most shocking. That Carl Fredericks was able to kick out after all of that.
Oh, and look, Tom Lawler going for that rear naked chokehold again.
Oh, and he would love to beat Shibata's prize pupil with his very own moves. And now, wait a minute, Limelight
Carl Fredericks pushed him into him.
As Limelight was about to springboard in, now the tag, Finlay tagging in. Finlay guiding Fredericks here for the helping hand. And Limelight, he's out on his feet as well. One leg drop kick there from Finlay, 2. Ooh, Lawler comes in, clips Finlay, and breaks up the pin.
Oh! What a driver.
Yeah, spike driver there.
Finlay's getting ready. Goes.
Got him!
Oh!
So the stunner on Lawler, but now.
Oh! He catches him.
Small package driver, 2. A kick out.
Oh my God. Kevin, there's so much back and forth action. These two teams are so evenly matched.
Here he comes. Oh, swing and a miss with the PK. Roll up instead, 2. A kick out. Knee strike. Wobbles Finlay. Limelight on his horse. Wow. Turned him inside out with that clothesline. Moving with purpose and aggression.
Oh, and he connects.
Last shot, David Finlay. Hooks that leg, cradle 2. Got him.
A hard-earned victory.
Time, 17 minutes and 27 seconds. Here are your winners, Carl Fredericks and David Finlay.
I got the sense that that was almost like a test for Carl Fredericks for David Finlay. He really let Fredericks fend for himself to fight his way out of trouble. And it's not like Finlay didn't have Fredericks' best interest. No, no, no. I think there was a method behind it. Aha! Don't doubt me. Don't you doubt me, Alex Kozlov.
You're right. I mean, Finlay allowed Carl Fredericks to have his experience
Once again,
to
your
deal
winners,
with the
Carl Fredericks and David Finlay.
adversity, and it worked.
Well, Team Filthy will continue to be a thorn in everyone's side in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And with Chris Dickinson and Tom Lawler both in the New Japan Cup USA tournament, they have a 25% chance of winning. And boy, oh boy, wouldn't that be something if Team Filthy wins the New Japan Cup USA tournament.
Tom Lawler, Danny Limelight. I'll tell you what, that's the first time I've gone against Team Filthy. Is that what they're called? Anyone know what they're called? Team Filthy? I'm getting a confirmation. Team Filthy. Not bad, not bad. I'm impressed. To be fair, that one could have been a toss-up. Carl and I have not tagged 2-on-2 that often, so this was a new pairing for the both of us. I think we did pretty damn good. Came out with a W. We'll beat Team Filthy. What more can you want? Actually, matter of fact, I'll tell you what I want. I want to beat Tom Lawler one-on-one. I've heard great things about him. Hell, I've been sitting at Hooters watching him on UFC. But now he's in a New Japan ring. Now he's in my ring. This is a completely different world. So Tom, you talk to who you gotta talk to. I'll talk to who I have to talk to. But I want to see you one-on-one. See you in the mountains.
The New Japan Cup USA tournament gets underway in 2 weeks, and we are so pumped. How about the monumental upset with Clark Connors bypassing TJP?
Did I tell you that that was not gonna be a match of the year candidate? What a match! The way that it started, so much drama, so much effort expended, and ultimately Clark Connors getting the victory over the veteran in TJP.
Yeah, his tag team partner or mentor of sorts. Clark advances along with Chris Dickinson. Yes, he's the second member of Team Filthy to enter the field of 8. And in 2 weeks, you'll see the first round. You will see the entire tournament until we crown a winner. Who will be the winner of the New Japan Cup USA tournament? We'll find out together. For Alex Kozlov, I'm Kevin Kelly. We'll see you next week.